No competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the if revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be do baby, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, but you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jake when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Beers taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, Hey, yo, Habana.
Hey, y'all, what's up, Ottawa?
Yo, you know we got to do it again.
Damn right.
Screen.
Slocky, can you start again?
Oh, they couldn't hear nothing I said?
Hear none of that.
Damn. It's all right. We back. Also, could you bring Cap in? Hey, Shalom, you sure right there?
Yeah, and I made sure to reply to that comment. That's
Why
all
you
I've been
sound
doing.
so
I've been going all the comments, seeing who of importance commented, and just reply back to that.
you sound
You
staticky?
just laughed at it, like put like some laughing emojis, like everybody loving it. That even the belt that he had on.
Who's he
They
talking to?
slapped him into a championship belt, an intercontinental title belt, the WCW belt, the belt famous. So I had to take a picture of the belt to let it God. So I took a picture of the belt because the belt is a UPK belt. Like the
You know what?
that made the belt.
Put him down. He on the phone with somebody. Well, Cap's ready for the show, apparently. Oh man. So a lot of things going on in the world. Hold on. A lot of things going on in the world. Phone. You test the phone lines, right?
Cancel.
Yeah, phone lines are wide open. 917-779-9499. It's 917-779-9499. Also, make sure that you share the link for anybody who wants to be able to come on air. And Captain Tazaryach will be joining us in a minute. Just so y'all know, too, we back and live direct on the original channel. If you haven't already subscribed to, you understand, our secondary, but in the meantime, we back live direct in effect. We're gonna talk about the slap heard around the world, and now we're not talking about what Kendrick did to Drake again on that stage. Yo, I was watching that joint live.
Put me on the screen, man. Why I can't get on the screen, man?
Oh, because you weren't invited. Captain Tazaryach in the house.
Y'all got the wrong background, man. This ain't the In the Lab show. You have some show with thumb. This ain't the In the Lab show. This is the Cross the Line Radio, man. Let me y'all ain't got the right back. I know we was rushing. There we go. Let's put the Cross the Line back there. Let's get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you put slap? You see my
Is that the slap her
does
around
it show
the
my
world?
name? It don't say my name on there. Ain't that a bitch? I
can't see it
name.
either. Yeah, normally there's supposed to be like a little under banner. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Let me see. Usually they'll have like your name or something under there. I was trying to see because the name I picked was like Captain Slapper Israelite,
Oh, there you go.
something. Oh yeah, Slapping Israelite. Maybe I should put slap. What should I put? Slap a black man, like slap a black man might be.
I don't know, man, because I'm gonna tell you something. The slapper, I don't know, heathen.
No, because it wasn't a heathen I slapped. It was my brother. I slapped him. Captain, slap you in the
That's
truth.
true,
Yeah,
but
let me do it.
Gentile and
No,
heathen,
I got it. Slap you in the truth. I got
slap you out the world.
slap you in the truth. Slap you
You
in
got
the
to edit
truth.
that.
I'm in the editing.
I wonder
right
if
now.
it's gonna. I wonder if when you hit, if it's gonna change in live time. I don't know about that.
We're gonna see right now.
Let's find out.
There you go. It changed. See,
Slap
Captain,
you in the truth.
slap you in the truth.
You pull that skit up.
You said what?
I'm gonna have a brother pull the skit up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
You said you're gonna have him pull up the skit.
yeah, he pulling up the skit.
I might want the raw skit.
We got it right here.
All right, so while they pulling up the skit, okay, so I'm gonna tell you how the skit happened, right? A shout out to General Q. He said that was a fly garment he came up with. So for those that don't know, I was in Atlanta back in May.
And for those of you who don't know, Rawath Coco made that garment.
That's right. Rawath Coco made the garment, and that's actually a UPK belt That's a UPK belt that the brother had on also, right? So how this came about? So back in May, when was this? I'm looking at this calendar now. So May, it was after Mother's Day, so not the 12th. It was like either May 16th or May 23rd. One of those two. I think it was May 16th, right? So no, May I don't know. May 16th. So the brother Moneybag Mafia, for those that don't know Moneybag Mafia, he's a comedian from Atlanta. Funny cat. If you haven't seen none of his stand up, if you go on Country Wayne's channel, so Country Wayne got two channels. He's a frequent person on the skits and shows that they be doing on Country Wayne's channel as well. So he had did a skit about the Lord is a man of war. Hey, where is he pulling that skit from? From like my channel?
Facebook.
I was pulling
All right,
it from the
so
TikTok.
Okay, it's no sweat. So go on that TikTok, see if you can find Moneybag Mafia on TikTok.
Yeah, he's
fast.
on there now.
All right, yeah, find Moneybag Mafia, and you want the skit where he talks about the Lord is a man of war.
Come on, sir, I got it.
All right, I want you to share the screen. I want you to play this first, just so people can have a backdrop, so I could get a brother some props. And Shaul Yisrael, we got you. We'll bring you on the stage in a second. Just bear with us for a second, all right? We just want to recap the glorious work that we did out there in Atlanta. All right. So play this clip right here. I just want to let y'all know how I came in contact with the brother. He made this skit before I ever knew him. All right, so go ahead and play that skit out.
Unmuted.
Slack, it looks like they took the sound off this.
You said he took the sound off of that?
Yeah, TikTok be ripping the sound sometimes. Says sound isn't available.
All right, hold on. We could find it. Hold on. Go on Instagram.
Statutes and commandments.
All right.
There we go. Bring that back. Play that one.
Man, that's what we got with it, man. So what's up, sister?
I have a
Yo,
question.
go ahead.
How do we know that God is a man? Maybe he is a she.
Lost ass niggas, man.
These niggas is
Man,
lost,
come on, man. Give me Exodus, man. Give me Exodus 15:3, man. The Most High is gonna kill your ass, man. Give me Exodus 15:3. Read on.
15:3. The Lord is a man.
Nah, he a woman.
Amen.
No, he non-binary.
Amen. Right?
No, he's a transsexual.
Amen.
He's a goddamn Uber scooter.
That's right. Amen.
Now the Most High is a nose ring.
Amen.
Now he a bucket hat.
That's
Amen.
right.
Now he a motherfucking milk carton, man.
Amen.
No. He a motherfucking pair of tube socks.
That's right. Amen.
He an iPhone.
Amen.
No, he an iPhone charger.
That's right. Amen.
No, he a goddamn toothbrush cat dog.
Amen.
Or statutes and commandments,
All right,
man.
you
That's
stop it. So now when I saw this video, I messaged the brother. So when I saw the video, I messaged him. I said, actually, I commented. I said, man, this is fire. And this is coming from the Israelite, is exactly how I comment. And then I hit him in the back chat. And when I hit him up, he made a point to say, I follow ISUPK. I follow y'all. And that was me doing a y'all rendition, his way or whatever like that. So, we kept in touch and stuff like that. And as we keep in touch, he's the one that hit me up about being on the 85 South Shore and asked me would I want to come on there. So it's through him that facilitated me getting on the show. So when I came down there in May and I told him I was coming down there, he actually came to class. So he came to class, we sat, we chopped it up. And in talking to him, I found out that his father is the one that told him about being an Israelite. His father, grew up like most fathers in the gang. He was in prison, came home. He was an Israelite, and he was giving a doctrine to his son. And he was saying he was slow to, take it, but he eventually, got into it and started following the culture. So as we chopping it up, he said, hey, Cap, he said, it'd be real good if we could do a skit together. And I was like, what you want to do? He said, well, first of all, I want to tell you it involves a white woman. I started laughing right away when he said it involves a white woman. So I'm like, well, what's up? He said, so I want to do a video where I'm walking with the white woman and then y'all come and check me. And so I said, bet. So we was trying to do it in May. We was originally trying to do this skit back in May. But he couldn't find the funny thing is he couldn't find an Edomite. I'm using his words. He could not find an Edomite to do it. And so I knew I was coming back June 18th to do the 85 South interview. And so I said, well, I'll be back then. So we were just locking in, making sure. And I didn't want to announce the 85 South interview at all, only because the last time it was supposed to be in February, but it got pushed back because the brothers was doing their tour. So because they was doing their tour, they had pushed all their interviews back. And so I didn't want to announce it. We didn't fully confirm it, in all honesty, until last Monday. So, of course, I get out there. And also want to shout out this brother, Knowledge to God, Hip Hop is Real. For anybody that follow battle rap, Hip Hop is Real is another brother in Atlanta that I've done a lot of interviews with. And I did an interview with him on Monday. There's a clip I put on my page of what are we called, behind the scenes footage of the interview I was doing with Hip Hop is Real. So then we do the 85 South interview. I'll talk about that in a second. But the next day, we trying to find an Edomite. He was still looking for an Edomite that day. Like while we doing the 85 South interview, he's still looking for an Edomite. And one thing I loved about the brother said, this is how you could tell that I don't deal with white people, because I can't find an Edomite to come do this damn clip. So he ends up finding the white woman. So that's a real white woman in the clip. It took a couple of takes to do it. It took a couple of takes to do it, but it ended up being fire, man. And y'all saw me slap the hell out, like I slapped. Y'all heard that's not a sound slap. That's my slap. That's me slapping. That's not like a sound bite. And when I say funny, some of the takes we had to redo because we couldn't stop laughing filming it. Like, I wish if I had another person there, I would have had him filming us trying to get it together. Like, even Akkad laughed. Like, if we doing something and Captain Akkad laughed, that's saying something, because Akkad don't laugh. Akkad don't laugh at nothing. But it was so funny to do. And so, yeah, we're gonna play the clip. And I just thought it was heavy that he came up with that. He came up with that concept. He did the scripture breakdown, and I just thought it was absolutely phenomenal to shoot it with that brother. He picked out the garment. We bought I think I bought 4 garments to him. So big up to Yeremiah and Hadar Moth. I bought 4 garments, 2 war belts, 2 headpieces. No, like 3 headpieces. And so I let him pick it. I said, hey, brother, you pick the garment that you want to wear. So he picked what he wanted to wear. And he the one said I had to come chase him. What's funny is when he first told me to chase him, I said, you want me to walk like Jason and Michael Myers, or do I got to run a little fast? So first he wanted me to run like Jason. So I'm walking like slow bopping and shit. But then he was like, nah, you got to move a little faster. So I move a little faster, yoke him up. And the shit was fire. So we gonna play the clip, man. You was gonna say something, Chaataza?
They said you was running like you would in a dream.
Yeah, that. And that was the point. The point was to do it just like that, man. So we want to play this clip, man. And of course, if anybody want to join the show, I believe they got the StreamYard link up there, right? Y'all got the StreamYard link up?
The StreamYard link is up.
The phone lines is open.
All on there. Phone lines is open, and we about to play the clip now.
That's what's up. All right, no sweat.
Drop that joint.
That's what we're doing out here, man. Bringing the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. Look at this goddamn clown, man. What you call yourself doing out here, man?
Oh, shit. Nothing. Me and my wife.
Wife?
Most High's gonna kill your ass.
Oh, man.
Got a little bun in the oven. Big man bless
Got a
us.
bun.
What's your nationality, Miss Lady? You white?
Yeah, I'm white.
Lost ass niggas, man.
Lost ass. Give me Deuteronomy, man. Give me Deuteronomy 7 chapter, man. 73, man. Read on.
Do not intermarry. Do not give your sons to their daughters, or your daughters
to their sons. That's right. Shut your goddamn mouth. That's right. This goddamn read it again. That's right. Read it again for this goddamn mouth. Chapter 73. 73. Do not 73. Man, Most High is gonna kill your ass.
Hey, bring it back to the slap. Bring it back to the slap. Bring it back to. And before you play it, like I want to tell you how good this brother is. The talking that y'all hear is we didn't have no talking when we filmed. We did all of this with only thing you hear is now when he talks and says got the bun in the oven and stuff like that. That's him talking. Me and the cod ain't saying nothing. And then the white girl says, yeah, I'm white. That's Moneybag squeezes her hand to let her know. So when I say, so when he says lost ass nigga, and you see all the movements that he's doing, he's timing that with what he's gonna add later to it. So all of that moving around and stuff like that, and then when he comes back and says, but I wanna, that's all in silence. That's him just putting the cadence in his mind of what he gonna do, how he gonna create it, and then throwing that joint together, man. I thought it was absolutely amazing. But bring it back a little bit before the slap. The slap is amazing to me. Like play. Let me see where it's at right there.
Not into marriage.
Yeah, that's good
Not
right there.
give your sons to their daughters, or your daughters to their sons. That's right. Shut your goddamn mouth. That's right. This is goddamn read it again. Right.
Yeah, look how you fell.
Chapter 73. 73. Do not 73. I know how it's gonna kill your ass. With this goddamn peckerwood. To their sons. We gotta do better.
Oh man.
They ain't even have to know that. They just had to see the chain.
Oh, what you mean? To know it was me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was fire, man. The whole experience, really the whole ATL experience was fire. Even doing the 85 South interview. I'll talk. Let's get this Shaw cat. Let's see what he want to talk about. Real fast.
Pull Shaw up.
Oh, I think I could have did.
Shaw, you on the air with Cross the Line Radio. What's going on? Shaul, Yisrael.
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
What's going on? You got a question or a comment? Shaul, Yisrael.
I'm surviving, bro. Just need your prayers, brother. I'm currently in the hospital, brother. Here in North Carolina.
Nah.
Back injury.
Nah. For those that don't know, this cat is a cat that be begging for nothing. Y'all see how he said he was in North Carolina? I moved him out the way. I remember this cat now. You see the back chat? You see the private comments, Chaataza? Do you see them?
Let me see.
Oh no, you ain't gonna see him. I'm sorry, but I know. I shot. Who's working it? Ayasha Allah is working at the boards. Yeah, there's in the private chat. You see how he's saying he lying. You see how he put his cash app and all that he lying.
Yeah, he been hustling for a while.
For a long ass time. And what he does is he says, I'm either in a hospital or he homeless. And I remember he was doing this on Clubhouse,
right.
At first, right. And I remember saying, hey, brother, we got a school in North Carolina. You can go to our school, we can feed you, we can take care of you. And he didn't want that. He just wanted cash app money and stuff like that. That's a hustle. Y'all watch out for some cat named Shaul. Anytime a cat start off by hold on, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can highlight this cash app. Now I'm gonna show you. Oh, I almost don't want to put it in there and some nut donates to him. But he puts right in the comment section. He got his Cash App, his PayPal, nigga got Venmo and Zelle. He got all type of ways for you to pay him his money. That shit is crazy to me, man.
They said he need the captain slap.
Now he need the captain slap. Michael Love said to slap into the garment, and that was his idea too. So the idea was to it couldn't be just a slap and he got regular clothes on. It wouldn't be funny. It would just be like, damn, why did you slap him? But if you slap him into a garment, as we bring in the script, and you don't see the white girl no more, so white girl gone. So I slapped him, white girl gone, and we just dealing with that brother, man. So
See, you know what I be doing? You know, like when the Hamites message you, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like, you know, they say like, you know, peace, my good brother.
Right,
And
right,
before they could even ask, I say, peace. Would you like to donate to our cause?
right. You beat them to the
I'll beat
punch.
them to it. And then they'd be like, brother, are you trying to be funny? And I'm like, no, I'm trying to, you know, garner support and funding for,
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying, for the ISUPK.
That's
And
all
then,
we
and
trying
then
to
they
do,
like,
man.
well, brother, we need help over here. I'm like, well, we need help over here. I mean, it sounds like you getting help already. Why don't you
That's
send
right.
us some of your help?
That's right. Real talk. Real talk. I'm gonna step away for just 2 seconds, Chaataza. I don't know if we got any callers, anything like, but you gotta the StreamYard link. I don't see the StreamYard link in the oh, let me copy. Hold on.
Brother shared it a couple of times in there, and the phone line is running across the screen. But yeah, somebody just said, did y'all see the plumber got fired by the black woman who called this job? You know what I'm saying? You see that? You see that?
I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, I saw that. That plumber was a little I don't want to say zesty,
sassy.
anything sassy. That plumber was a little something else. I mean, sorry,
Listen, I ain't saying he not. You know what I'm saying? But for them to get him fired, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I just got a new slavery. You know what I'm saying? I was about to put it online, like, you know, guess who's the new such and such at such and such. And I said, you know what?
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say is a trip though. Like the internet be so crazy. I be wondering like what's true and what's not true sometimes. Just sometimes. Like I be wondering if like he really got fired, and because it be so much capping, you be watching the internet and then you be all caught up in it, and then next thing you know, it was just fake. Like, it was just to get some attention or something like that. I'm not saying that's the case here, but I don't know. But I'm gonna step away for 1 second.
I think dude still came out on top though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he said what
I did like. Listen, I did like that one sister. She was like, I don't care about none of y'all. I'm gonna get this nigga.
Yeah, I think he got the baddest one in the group anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? Good for you, bro.
Right.
And I was gonna say something else, but I don't want to get canceled here either. So we just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, man, it's like the internet's divided right now because like the sisters is like that's mad. They all saying, well, he looked like a Ninja Turtle anyway, and then the brothers is galvanized behind him. But he was acting a little sassy here and there. You know what I mean? Outside of that, just so y'all know, the draft has not been initiated. However, you know what I'm saying? They have a new way of signing you up. It's going to be automatic, and they're looking to pass a bill to bring the women in. Now, if they end up adding the women into that, I want to know what the feminists are going to say. You know what I'm saying? Now, me, you know what I'm saying? I'm against it. I don't think women should be inside of the military. You know what I mean? Y'all, it's just no. There was a damn from the LBGT community. There was a T who was a woman who transitioned to a man and got into their first MMA fight and was knocked out in 21 seconds. What are you going to do in the military? What are you going to do? Like, this is what I don't get either. Listen, women, if y'all want to get, you know, equal pay and all that, that's fine. But here's what's amazing. I'll be on a construction site and they got more women on the construction site and they sweeping the site. You know what I'm saying? Like they not brick masons. They not carrying cinder blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like they not running around with conduit. You know what I'm saying, on their shoulders.
Right.
Like there was this girl. She was 4'11". Yeah, like 4'11", and you know, can't carry a tissue box. And I'm like, how are you gonna help? What are you gonna do? You know what we're gonna have you do? We're gonna have you go through all the apartments and make sure that all the screws on the switches are facing the same way. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, y'all need to grow up. But I want to know what the feminists are, because here's something else too that I want to know. And not to turn this to a battle of the sexes, but this is what I think, right? I'm watching. There's a battle right now going on in a divorce with Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. I don't know how to say his damn name. How you say it?
Iman Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert.
Shumpert.
Shumpert. Shumpert. You know what I'm saying? So Shumpert and Tiana Taylor going through a divorce, and he want half her royalties. Now, this is what I want to know. To the feminists, if y'all want to be equal, alimony can't only go to you. The assets can't only go to you. Y'all want this is what I mean. Like, y'all want all the benefits of being a man in society without all the hardships that come with it. So, I mean, if that's the case, y'all should go to war, no? Or do you want to live in a patriarchal society? I mean, which one is it? I'm just saying. Like, my culture is patriarchal. So women ain't going to be police officers. Right. They're not going to be put in fields of danger. Women are to be protected by men.
Right.
But the only thing is, in order for you to be protected by a man, you need to be under a man's authority. You can't turn around and then say, oh, you got to protect me, but you're not under that person's authority. It doesn't work like that. Like if like, and this is what I mean, like that whole, I say this all the time. Every time I have a conversation, I said, y'all believe in 50-50? They're like, yeah, we believe in 50-50. I'm like, where's all that 50-50 talk when the burglar break in the crib?
Right.
When there's a home invasion. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody turn around to a woman and say, hey, babe, I hear a noise downstairs, so I got the last one. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma hide under the bed, and you gonna go tackle the burglar. It's your turn. You know what I'm saying? She can't even pump the pump. You know what I'm saying? So what like 50-50 goes completely out the window because instinctively that man is supposed to give his life to protect that house, right? Ain't that how it go? Well, if that's how it goes, then you owe that man a certain level of loyalty. I believe it was this Monday on Command Gen Yohana's show. He was turning around and saying, if it's basically, and I'm paraphrasing of course, but it's a sickness if you're a woman and you give more respect to your employer than you do your husband. Because the employer turns around because he's giving you a check. You don't have a problem arguing about the dress code. You know what I'm saying? You're going to wear what you need to wear, but your man try to tell you how to wear, you got an issue with it. You can't give more respect to the man who would replace you the next day if something happened or you fell ill or you got bronchitis for one extra day than what the doctor allowed, than the man who'd give his life for you. And that's the issue that I start to find all throughout society, which is kind of wild. So now it says mean observatory on the Knights talent, Captain Zach. I would join, but I don't know what that means. Spence Rami. He said, "Damn,
he got cancer or something."
He said, "Damn, blood, give women a little more credit." Listen, I'm not taking credit
for what?
I'm not taking credit away from any woman. This is what I believe, right? I believe that there's gender roles, right. And I believe that men and women are different, and I believe that we should honor those differences in each other. We're not supposed to be the same. Matter of fact, I was talking to the sister the other day, and I said, man, woman was made to be a helpmate to man. And then she said something crazy to me. She was like, well, if that's the case, you know, why didn't he just make another man? I said, because another man gonna help me the exact same way I'm working right now. I need somebody who could do the things I can't do. I don't need somebody who could do all the things I can do. What's the point in that? So we should celebrate and honor our differences. You know what I'm saying? I can't carry the seed. You do. I plant the seed. You feel me? Cap, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm talking to the microphone.
All right. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate it greatly.
Yes, indeed. y'all don't even know, man. I feel like I'll be feeling like me and Captain Azar grew up in the same crib together.
I mean, we've been together so long, it might as well. Remember, we did say stay at the same crib when you first came back up here from Jersey.
Until you kicked me out.
Ain't nobody. Oh, well, technically,
you kicked me out in the rain, bro. In the rain, it was like a movie.
Hey, that was your moment, man. I remember I told Gentleman Hyman, I was like, man, all right, we're gonna see what he gonna do and shit, man. And look at you, man. That was what,
Yeah,
2012?
because I remember the ride over there when I brought the speaker to the camp. He was like, "Oh, this Ephraimite is resourceful," and he's like, "Kick him out, get him out of here." I was like,
It
"What?"
wasn't like that.
I'm just kidding, y'all.
It wasn't like
That was so long ago.
that was the moment though. That was like what they call like gangsters said, like the moment of truth. That was the moment of truth, and you passed. That was 2012, right? 2012,
Yeah,
2013.
and just to give y'all like a little backdrop, right? So like I was living in Florida at the time, and when I left Florida, I came back up north. So I was staying with some family members. While I'm staying with my fam, the Jermaine Grant, the comforter, protested because he made a doll of himself, like an idol. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to follow. So my peoples was like, is this what you do on Saturdays? Like, you out here protesting because dolls ain't dark enough, and they kicked me out the crib. So now a lot of y'all might not know this. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, everybody done been through some hell in this truth, right? And this so now check this out, right? So now I have like 2 bags. I have like 2 laundry bags with like all my belongings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of them got like my sword, my apocrypha, my books, notebooks. The other one got like my clothes, all black clothes. I got 1 pair of boots. They kicked me out on a Friday. I got camp on Saturday. So like I go get food, I'm chilling. So then I hop on the boat. I'm in Times Square. We had camp at Times Square the next day.
Right.
I'm in Times Square from the night before, waiting for camp to start. You know what I'm saying? So now camp starts. Y'all can go look this video up. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of look like I'm swaying because I'm on like no sleep reading for Commanding General Yohana. I got like the little thin frames. I got like the gray garment on. I weigh 145 pounds.
That's what I was about to say. He was little.
Yeah, y'all can't even, you know what I'm saying, like probably tell that it's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally 145 pounds and exhausted. So now that was the same day Captain Mawaquad almost started a riot.
Right.
So we all get in the van. We getting ready to roll off. So now I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. So I go back to, you know what I'm saying, like Captain Tazaryach's crib. I think back then I was drinking cognac. I bought the biggest bottle of Henny. Thinking I'm emancipated. You know what I'm saying? We pouring up. We getting ready to drink. He called a general. General was like, have him apologize to his family and go back home. No joke. I had to swallow all my pride. You know what I'm saying? All that. Go back.
Yeah.
I thought I was set. Cap had a whole little room, a whole little den set up. It was fire. I'm like, yeah, freedom. Nah, sent me back in the rain.
Yeah, he said it was fire. It was fire. It was a nice little spot.
Nah, real talk.
Mm-hmm. And you did it though.
That's my story.
That's the thing about the truth. Like the thing about the truth is about like life is about obeying orders and serving a man. Like you was talking earlier, like that woman got to be submissive under a man. But men submit to other men. Right. And the thing about it, we don't look at it as nothing but, okay, this man is in charge. I'm going to follow him. And women, you made this point earlier, women will submit to their boss with no problem. That boss say be there at 9 o'clock, they're going to get there early. That boss say work overtime, they're going to work there. That boss say work on Saturdays, you're going to work on Saturdays. But that husband say something, just saw your text. That's not the case.
All right.
The husband say anything to you, you're going to make every excuse in the world not to obey him. And that doesn't make any sense at all. And so I think what that shows is a testament to what we mean in this brotherhood. And so what we be asking of others, and if y'all ever wonder why it's hard for us to accept your excuse when you make excuses why you can't go to camp, start a school, build a zone, because we done endured the same thing. I was talking to the brothers in Atlanta, and I was telling them, man, I said, I mop floors. I cleaned the bathroom. And I said, when I was cleaning the bathroom, I didn't want to use like the regular bleach. I wanted to buy the best cleaning products ever to make sure that when these brothers and sisters went to the bathroom, they would walk into the cleanest bathroom they ever walked into. So I scrubbed the top of the toilet, the bottom of the toilet, mopped the bathroom. I mopped the floors, put the chairs. I did all of that because I wanted to go into everything and every aspects of this truth. And that's the most important thing that you could do, so that when you do get to any level that the Lord take you, it won't change who you are, because you know where you come from. When a cat come in and want to say something like, yeah, I don't want to start it. Like my man Sinetta, bless his heart. That brother be talking about, yeah, I want to come in as like a 5,000 or a captain. I think, no, side, you're going to have to mop the floor. I had to mop the floor. If I got to mop the floor, for sure, somebody else going to mop the floor. So we have to really realize what it means to follow orders and even give orders. You got to be a certain character to be able to observe men. The scriptures say, know them that labor among you. So when you in charge of men, you got to know how you can talk to this person as opposed to this person, because every brother doesn't talk the same. Every brother doesn't receive instructions the same. There's some brothers might be a little sensitive, so you're not going to talk to them the same way as you might talk to a cat that's more thorough. In the scriptures, I think it's like Isaiah 9 or Isaiah 11, when it makes a statement that the lion shall lay with the lamb and the wolf with the sheep. What's that, Isaiah 9 or is that Isaiah 11? I'm not going to read the whole thing. I just want to read this one part. No, is it 11? Yeah. And Isaiah 11, this is Isaiah 11. I'm going to read verse 1. It says, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge, and of the fear of the Lord. This is talk about Christ. And as he's in charge, in verse 6, it says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like an ox. Now, in a normal environment, those wolves and lions and bears and leopards would devour that calf, that lamb, the cow. They would devour them because that's the natural order of things. But because of the man in charge, the wolf would never bother the lamb. The bear would never bother the cow, because of who's in charge. So the truth is not about everybody being super duper strong or everybody being super duper weak. It's about brothers and sisters being able to come in here, grab a hold of something they ain't never had, and get along and be together. I ain't want to be too long-winded, Chaataza. I didn't know if you wanted to say something.
No sweat. And one of the things that I remember, and this is for all the brothers who stood for Hebrew Academy or claim to stand for Hebrew Academy. We're gonna see how many of y'all drop out between now and when it starts. But
right,
the Hebrew Academy, this is why I definitely can't give me no excuse with that. I went to slavery Friday. You know what I'm saying? Went to camp Saturday. Left camp, went home, worked overnight, slavery, into the morning on Sunday, got off at 4 a.m., drove straight from my slavery, picked the brother up in Brooklyn, went to Harlem, grabbed the rest of the Akim, and then we drove to Philly. And then we did Hebrew Academy in Philly and then came home. You know what I'm saying? And then still had to make it to slavery the next day. I didn't sleep on the weekend more than maybe an hour or two for 8 months. Y'all can't talk to me about nothing, telling me, oh, this or that, or I can't. Nah, man, like you just don't want it. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want it and you think you're going your cover gonna be hanging right over here. It's gonna be right in this, right up there in Sheol at headquarters. You like that, Sheol?
I did like Sheol.
Coin that one. Can't take credit for it.
And and if y'all don't know, we're gonna be back in Atlanta. And let me look on my calendar. We're gonna be back in Atlanta in 2 weeks. July 4th through the 6th is the kickoff of the cookouts that we do annually. First stop is in Atlanta. So July 4th You're gonna get General Hyman scripture breakdown class. July 5th, we're gonna be at camp. July 6th is going to be the cookout. I'm gonna have some people filming there as well. So I have 85 South say they're gonna come through to the cookout. I have Knowledge of God or Hip Hop is Real gonna come through. Moneybag gonna come through with uh with his pops, because I told him, I said, yeah, I want to talk to his pops. He was like, yeah, my pop's stubborn. I said, yeah, I talk to a lot of stubborn Israelites and stuff like that. I think I can get through with him. Um, and so we're gonna have that. So that's gonna be a real good weekend. This Saturday, we're gonna have camp in Philadelphia. Let me see the ad. Let me see if I can get the address.
Just all you got to do is just look for the flyer they made of you. Can't I just want
saw
to
that.
know,
I
my
saw
brother
that.
listen, my brother is so famous. They make a flyer now for any city he's going to. They got a flyer just for him coming to Philly.
We're gonna be at 102. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna be at 12th and Market. 12th and Market is old school for me.
Yeah.
12th and Market was where my first camp, when I first like put that work in. I put a picture up. Let me see if I can find this picture. I'm gonna show y'all me. I was a trooper. People don't believe I was a trooper. I was a goddamn trooper. Let me see if oh yeah, hey, I be battling them Christians. They don't like when I say the word goddamn. They be so sensitive. Ooh, you so sensitive.
Where they say
See
you
if
took God's name in vain.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't like that word. Can you not say that word? Don't say that word. I'm gonna share my screen real fast. Yeah, that's this weekend in Philly. I'm in Philly. In Philly, Adolphus Last. That's this weekend. We're gonna be in Philly. I'm gonna just let me share my screen real fast so y'all can see Big Cap as a trooper. That's me. Let me put myself on a big screen.
That's wild, yo.
Yeah, that's me right there. That's me as a trooper right
Trooper,
there reading. That's Captain
trooper
Haas at the
Tazaryach.
time. That's me. All y'all see all black. See, I wore all black too. I learned a great lesson. I had Tim's on. I learned
Hey,
that
man,
day. Don't wear Tim's to camp.
them
Cause
boots
it
ain't tucked in.
hell no. Look, I'm just up there. This is my first camp. I ain't listen, I didn't know nothing. That's why y'all wonder why I be so patient. I didn't know nothing. I'm there like Chaataza pointed it right out. Boots ain't tucked in. Cause I got the moccasin type of Tims on. Not moccasin.
No,
That's the wrong word.
wearing
Like
a
you know, like the
wallet.
beef and broccoli ones. You know the beef and broccoli ones.
Oh,
They
okay,
like, but
okay.
all black. But they was all black. So that's what I got on. This is me. You see, I got my little shield of David on. All I had was a bandana. Just a
Yeah,
band.
you got a mini
That's
McGinney on.
yeah. And look, I got the same afro I got right now, trying to grow my hair out to get these braids. That's me as a trooper. So yeah, I started out just like everybody else started out.
Oh man, I might have to pull mine up so you could roast me, Cab. I'm gonna be fair here. Hold up. Let me see if I can find this.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Mm-hmm.
that's wild, Cap.
Yeah.
It's crazy because Trooper Tazaryach don't even sound right.
That's who I was. Trooper Tazaryach. Trooper Tazaryach, go carry these crates. I carry the crates. Um, the ICBK Buffalo said I checked her for wearing cream of wheat suede. Yeah, I did. Listen, everybody up north, New York. So we was in Buffalo. Big up to Captain Zanaya, your Chaataza, and all the brothers up there, man. They up there with Tim's on. I asked them. I went to all of them. I say, hey, man, we don't wear Tim's at camp out. Let's get it together. Sent them a link to some real ones. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at this. Look at this link here. This said, Slocky, if I may, Cap, it seemed like the same dudes come on all the stages to battle. I think they're male groupies. Yeah, I think they are too. They were saying some weird stuff yesterday, man. I made a couple of clips out of that. And just so y'all know, when I go out of town, I always try to do battles in different spots because it'd be good for the schools. You know, bring the sisters
I'm about to email this.
together, the brothers. It'd be good to have those different camps. Yo, I think Tyrone creates probably like 10 accounts right before we go live so he can line up all his accounts so he can come in here
Yeah, he be
and
working on it all week.
yeah, man, it's insane. While we got this short little break, man, we got a 25% off. Yeah, is it 25? I got a 25% off sale on all my products. Don't forget to get that cherry pop for the women. I got gas for the men and gas for the women. And the gas, I put pheromones in the gas. So gas for women and gas for women is like, excuse me, gas for women and gas for men is like love potion number 9. So if you struggle with getting the women or the men, I put that up in there for you. Go on, put that. Look, I see it in the background already.
You
Look
see
at
it?
young Chaataza. Look at Chaataza.
Yo, 145 pounds, no
Yeah.
sleep,
Yeah.
laundry bag full of my personal belongings tucked under the podium.
Hey, tell them why you wear them glasses. Tell them why you wear the glasses.
I wear them glasses for job interviews. Oh, and they ain't failed me yet. I like to go in there and look non-confrontational and educated. And listen. Hand me down garment. You know what I'm saying? Somebody then threw that joint on me. You know what I mean? And I think the boots I was wearing was some leather polos.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's what this. Oh, that's right. When this, I was about to say this when Juliana battled that Australian woman.
He said I was looking like a public defender, man. You ain't shit. Whoever said that.
Who said you was looking like a public defender?
Oh man. Oh shit, Kawal.
Oh, Kawal. Hey, Kawal, man. I'm about to put Kawal on blast. Kawal, I got a public art with you, man. Every time I go to Atlanta, Captain Akkad, Hadar, they be having some fly t-shirts, man, and you don't never hit me up and say, Cap, I got some t-shirts. Ever. Kawal, I need some t-shirts, man. If you're coming to Atlanta, Kawal, I want some t-shirts, man. Bring some t-shirts down because Kawal makes some of the fly. It's a few brothers that make some real good t-shirts. I love Kawal's t-shirts, man. So Kawal, make sure you bring some shirts down to Atlanta. I would greatly appreciate it, brother, if you could do that. I appreciate it.
Once upon
I know it's not a real art. It's not a real art. I'm being funny. I don't think I've ever had an art with a brother.
That was right after I cut my dreads off and everything. Yo, you know what was so crazy, Cap? When I went to the barbershop, right? And I cut my dreads. After they cut my dreads, the barber walked off for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I got up, I walked to the front, I'm looking in the mirror, and I look like a completely different human being. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I walked back over. Dudes in the shop was having a conversation, and they were like, yeah, could I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to pay for the cut. And they're like, yo, you was the one with the dreads?
Hey, you could have walked out for free.
I could have walked out and not paid for that cut. But, you know, like, I'm in class now. I'm in the truth. I just cut the dreads.
Right. You got to be righteous. Now you got to be righteous. The old you would have walked up out of there.
Owe me with a bounce, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, free cut. You know what I'm saying? But that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Hey, I'm working on doing some debates with this white boy. I'm working with Ralph to I like to keep people updated what we got going on. So I'm working on some debates with these white boys. Hopefully we get that done. There was something I wanted to talk about in the news, but I got thrown off, man. Like when I tell y'all I had a hectic week, I'm gonna run my week down. So Thursday night, in the middle of the night, drove to Buffalo. Was in Buffalo till Sunday. Drove from Buffalo back to Jersey. Had to catch a six o'clock flight. Catch the flight. Get to Atlanta. Did interviews Monday, Tuesday. Shot the film and did the battle Wednesday. Came back today. And we still working.
Wow.
I will use the Diddy. I thought I told you that we won't stop, but Diddy need to stop.
But I feel like that's what it's always like. Like we went to Chicago. We drove 13 hours. Soon as I get there, I'm mopping floors at the school and then teaching class. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Cam Chaataza, you know, you just drove 13 hours. You know, would you like to get some rest? Oh, I want to teach class.
Right. Real talk.
That's how it is.
Hey, you know, Gentleman Hyman, I'm gonna make a clip out of what he did with the Bloods and Crips.
This is the first time I think I'm gonna make a clip out of you as positive. This is
right. Think about that. Usually when I say I'm gonna make a clip out of you, it is not good. I made one clip. Shout out to the sisters in Atlanta. I called them the donkey of the day because the sister came up with that phrase donkey of the day because he was so damn simple. But because when General Hyman brought out the Bloods and Crips, right, and it's supposed to be about unity, you know, Snoop wasn't there, neither was the Game, at all. And the difference is, if anybody wants to know, is that Snoop and Game supported Drake. So it wasn't a real West Coast unity. It was more so who was unified with Kendrick when he was going at Drake. That's really what it was. It wasn't as, I don't want to take away from what Kendrick did. And I'm gonna tell you what, I had put this in the chat. Y'all want to know what that West Coast unity looked like to me? Who could take a guess?
I don't know, but Snoop was in Canada for the record.
I'm gonna give you in the
Oh,
chat.
you think it looked like a unity camp?
Facts.
Oh, my bad. Was I not supposed to say it?
No, you could have said it didn't matter. When you brush it off, I'm not brush it off, but when you didn't answer, I was gonna let the chat answer. But yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because what does the unity camps do? They have all their different doctrines, but on this day, they are air quotes unified. And then they go back and have their own dissensions with each other and stuff like that. And you hear all the behind the scenes and not really getting along. There's no real unity. Like, we have to stop having, we as black people it wasn't nothing wrong with what they did, except that it wasn't real. So that makes it wrong. If y'all can understand that. You know, when you performing, like, that's the Christian church. The Christian church has a performance. So the performance is, we're going to make you feel good. We're going to make you dance. You're going to shout and all of that, but we're not going to solve your problems. And that's what that was with Kendrick. And it's not hate, but Christ said, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. Now, let's say if they take from that and have a real genuine type of, we ending the gangs, then it's believable. But if it's not that, then it's phony. If y'all remember, I had this battle with Wack over the boot kiss, and Wack is telling me how I gotta stop the boot kiss because innocent men, women, and children can get in trouble. Can be put in danger if they if white people see that, they're gonna start attacking the innocents. And so I said to him, I said, I tell you what, if you want me to end the violence, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong because I'm trying to find the video. If you want me to end the boot kiss, then you have to actively go into the black community and help me stop the black on black crime there and the gang violence. Because one thing we do know is that innocent men, women, and children are getting harmed because of what y'all are doing. And they ran from that because it was never about actually doing it. It's just sounds good. And that's what that looked like on the stage. On that stage, that was an event for the stage. That was not an event to take place in real life. It was not. And if you think it was an event to take place in real life, you fooling yourself. I'm just trying to find a video so I could play it so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Hey, Chaataza, if you could take it for 1 second while I try to find this video, Salaki.
Yeah. And that's another thing, right? Especially with what Cap's saying. It's we love tokens. And that's all that was really on the stage. I'm hearing people say that, oh, this was such a legendary moment and this is amazing. And don't get it twisted. I was thoroughly entertained. I enjoyed every moment of it. And there was peace for the moment. But now moving forward, how long is it actually going to last? What's up? Oh, I'm Tawab. I got a little bit right here at the water. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a token, because a lot of times is that we don't really want to do the work that comes with settling the differences. We don't want to do the work that comes with counseling people. We don't want, like General Muhammad said earlier, to be able to actually stand next to somebody that unalived your best friend is a different type of love. And so often when we look at love as if the love you receive instead of the love that you give. And the love that you give is very different than the love that you actually receive. It's easy to receive love. It's a lot harder when you have to actually give love, because that involves sacrifice, that involves pain. You know what I'm saying? So that's completely different. Now, is it going to be an actual treaty? Will it last? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I can't necessarily tell you, but from what I see in history, no. It's not how it goes, because you know what's gonna end up happening? Kendrick goes on tour. You understand? He moves on. Everybody else go back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? And the hood ain't the same as tour life. We got somebody who came on. What does it say? Bring it on.
Tide.
Roll MF Tide. What's going on?
What up?
What's up, man? Where you calling from?
Roll MF and Tide, Alabama, baby.
Alabama. What's going down? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, man, just a comment, man. I just watched that Cap video that he did with that skit. Man, that was so goddamn funny, man. Man, you gotta do more of them, Cap.
I think he stepped away for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Give him a second. I'm gonna keep you up here with us. This way you can say it to him once he get back.
Yeah, I appreciate. I'm gonna go on mute.
Nah, no sweat. You know what I mean? And that's why I kept bringing it up with the unity camps. And this is a cut to all, you understand, quote unquote, Israelite groups everywhere. You can't call it unity when all one person got to do is come up there and say Ruth is an Israelite. And now y'all divided if she's an Israelite or a Moabite. If somebody come up there and say, you know, you could be with heathens, and one of you believe you could be with heathens and the other one can't, y'all ain't really unified. And I think what blows my mind even more is when I see groups that broke off from each other having a unity camp. When y'all was going to camp together, you got into an argument. Y'all broke up and created two different camps, two different cliques. Now that y'all got two different cliques, now y'all go back to camp together under two different names and two different banners. That don't make no sense to me. What was the point of you breaking? Oh, I understand what it is. You didn't like somebody telling you what to do.
And you wanted to be in charge.
You wanted to be in charge. You understand? Maybe you did see some evil. But now the evil's okay. What, now that you're not there?
Facts.
You know, that's a little crazy. And then y'all turn around and say, oh, ISUPK, this is why we can't come together. Why? Because we speak on the evil everywhere, because we do what the scriptures say and judge inwardly.
Well, no, bigger than that, we won't leave each other.
On top of all of that, but I'm more so talking about the scrutiny that we come under when people act as if we're the cause of that division when you're in your fourth Israelite group.
Right. I've only been in one group my whole life. You know who else has only been in one group their whole life?
Command General John.
I could say that about my leader. Can you say that about yours?
Absolutely not. Hey, Cap, this brother had a comment he wanted to say to you.
Oh, okay. What's up, Roll Tide? Big Alabama in the building. What's up, brother?
Hey, you know it. What's up, Cap?
I'm good to go. How about yourself?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Hey, one thing I can appreciate you about you, man, is man, you not only keep it real, man, but you know how to work that stage, man, when you debating with folks, man. Like folks can be mad disrespectful, man, and you like just keep it cool. I don't know if I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
What's funny, Roll Tide, is everybody tell me exactly what you just said. What you just said, I talk to brothers in the school, I talk to brothers out the school, and they all say the same thing. I don't know how you could do it.
I'm telling them earlier. I'm like, Cap, you even fair to your enemies. I'm like, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to mute yourself, brother. We talking back and forth. You ain't got to mute.
Okay, cool. And 'cause I saw you do the same thing, man. I've seen videos with you and Whack, man, and Whack be mad disrespectful, man. You be keeping your cool with your same tone. He be just screaming and hollering and stuff like that. So, to both of y'all being good examples. But now what I was saying was I just watched that skit with my wife, man. Man, you gotta do some more of them, man. That was hilarious. I'm talking about that. Yeah, that was hilarious. And quick question though, some of these white platforms you get on, you know, how do you balance knowing that they the enemy and that the things that you say about them, but you can still have you can still hop on a platform, y'all can still kind of like coexist, I guess.
Oh, because if there's one thing you can learn from white, here's one thing that you can absolutely, if there's that you can learn from white people, is they know how to work with their enemies because they've been working with black people since we've been in slavery.
Mm.
Mm.
Since we've been in America, we have been the absolute enemy to the white man. That's not cap. That ain't sidebar. That ain't nothing. There's a book called The Black Image in the Minds of Whites. Excellent book. Excellent book to understand the mind of white people. And this book that they wrote, it took 100 years to write this book. It was from 1814, little over 100, I believe. From 1814 to 1917, or either 1917 to 1814, one of the two. And when you go into that book, it'll tell you in the book that America, and I'm trying to see if I can find a page, because I have the book, of course. I'm trying to see if I can find a page and show you, and it'll tell you America is a business that black people were never meant to fit in, and that they've been trying to solve the black and white problem since we've been over here. So when you make the statement that once you realize that the white man is your enemy, that's one thing. Like I have a brother in the world. My brother in the world said one time, uh, because he a gangster. You let him tell it. He's the damn gangsters and stuff like that, right? So he
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
come to me and say, "See, Ty, I can't come in and be with you, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm one. I like to fight them demons face to face. So if I see the white man, the devil, I gotta fight him right away." My response to him was, I said, every time you smoke that dust, that's your demon, but you don't defeat that demon. So how could you ever defeat the white man if you can't defeat your inner demons, right? Because when you get around white people, the white man at your job hates your guts. Look at it like that. Even the ones that smile at you, the ones that laugh with you, the ones that play it off. I did this breakdown one time in the scriptures, right? This is Romans 9. Bear me 1 second, if you got the time, brother. If you could bear
Yeah,
me 1 second,
100%.
because what you asked was a real good question. Because most people, when they deal with white people, what they want to do is curse them all day. That's what they believe is dealing with the white man as an Israelite and being in the truth is informing them every single day that they going to damnation. God hates them, XYZ like that, and that's not the way you go. And that also lets you know that we don't know how to be a vessel of dishonor. We don't. So now I'm gonna read this scripture, right? This is Romans 9 and 20. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start at 17. I have to read all of these verses so you can understand. So I'm gonna start with Romans 9 and 13. It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Now we know Jacob is the 12 tribes of Israel, Esau the so-called white man. But even in that hatred, you do know that Esau is ruling. So that even God's hatred of Esau is not personal. It's just what he created him for. It says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then is not of him that willeth nor runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. So what that's saying is that we can run and use all of our willpower that we want for God to love Esau, but it doesn't matter. It's the Most High that decides to show mercy or take away that mercy. That's up to him. And so verse 17 says, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. What did he do with Pharaoh? He let Pharaoh be one of the greatest kingdoms. There ain't a lot of kingdoms that compare to Egypt. Egypt was so great that they're talked about to this day, despite the community type of environment that they had. So now it says that my name might be declared. It says, therefore he hath mercy on whom he have mercy, and whom he will harden. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? This is an important question. Nay, but, O man, who art that way? So the question is, Why do ye find fault? Like, who are we to find fault with the Most High? That's the question. And then the Most High's response is, who hath resisted his will? This is the Lord's will, what he wants to do with Jacob and what he wants to do with Esau. And what's so important about this is most people focus so much on the hatred of Esau, they forget about the righteousness that Israel is supposed to conduct themselves as. Israel is supposed to be the righteous vessel. Righteousness does not mean you don't talk about vengeance. You can't be kind. You can't be forceful. You can't be humble. But everything that you are has to be righteous, because only Esau was made to be unrighteous. And that's the part that we miss the most. You be spending more time to love somebody that was made unrighteous, but you won't love who was made righteous. That's what black people won't do. The same black people that will fight us for what we say about Esau will fight their brother like they're not, like they're Esau. It's like they treat them in reverse. So now the next verse 20 says, neighbor, O man, who art thou that repliest against God? Like, who are you to even question the Most High? If the Lord created this thing to be hated, who are you to question it? And then he says, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Now here's the most important part, and this is where it goes into answering your question. It says, have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? So my question I got to ask you before I go forward, who is made as a vessel of honor?
Jacob.
And who was made as a vessel of dishonor?
Esau.
Esau, right? So now imagine the vessel being formed. I always use the same analogy because this is what I was taught. Imagine you going to get tailored for a suit. You go get the suit, they got to check your measurements, they got to check your shoulder length, they got to check your arm length, they might check your biceps, they making sure everything tailor-made fit to you. That's what the vessel of honor was put on Jacob. When they put on Esau's suit, it doesn't fit right. It's uncomfortable. When they walk down the street, you can see that this suit is off on them. And that's how we look when we act like the vessel of dishonor. That's why when we on the streets, gangbang, that's why our gangbanging looks like that. That's why our drug addiction looks the way it does. Our drug use looks the way it does. Our community, exactly, the LBGTQ, that's why that looks like it does the way that it does. The reason why wickedness looks worse on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because we were not made to be wicked. So when we're wicked, we look slow. We look ADHD. We look bipolar. We look retarded. We look all of those things that when they look at them, they say they're evil. Now, here's the flip side, because when the white man wears that suit of dishonor, you can't even profile a dishonorable white person. You can't even profile them at all. That YouTube TikToker that called black people the N-word, if you saw her walking down the street, you wouldn't think she would talk like that because she looks so innocent. You look up Jeffrey Dahmer. If you looked up Jeffrey Dahmer does not look like he eats people. Have y'all seen Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. No, you telling the truth.
Jeffrey Dahmer do not look like he eat people. He do not look like if he say, hey, can you come help me with my car? Can you come help me move this living room furniture? He's gonna talk so nice. You gonna go in the house because for sure, and you gonna think you could take him. And then you gonna get in the house, and next thing you know, you the pork chop, you the lamb chop, you the chicken wing, you the steak, you the shrimp, you the everything that he wanted to eat, because that vessel of dishonor sits on him. Now, I know that. So when I go into them white room spaces and they racist, I just know that they're wearing their suit well. So I wear my suit the same exact way. I wear my suit of righteousness and proceed to whoop their ass. So when they're evil, when they're nice to me, ask Chaataza, when we battle Vocab Malone on Israelite Vibes, and we having a dialogue of does God loves everybody? There's a point in that battle where Vocab said, and Tazaryach, because I don't even know if I was a captain at the time. He said, Tazaryach, man, you're one of the nicest guys that he said something like I was one of the nicest guys. And I flipped on him because I know what that means. That's the subtleness. Like the nice guy that he was trying to put on me was to rock me to sleep, to let him bring a verse that might think God loves everybody. So now I got to go to Isaiah 14 and say, you're going to be happy to make my coffee because you're going to want to live. So now I know how to gauge and listen to white people because I know that they're just a vessel of dishonor. And it doesn't bother me that they're the vessel of dishonor. Now I'm going to see why doesn't it bother me that they're the vessel of dishonor? I'm asking you.
You said why doesn't go? Because that's them.
No, that's true. But why doesn't it, based on what we read, why doesn't it bother me that they're the vessel of dishonor?
Because that's the way he made them.
Because that's the way Most High made them. And if the Most High made them, the minute I start complaining about him being a vessel of dishonor, you know who I'm complaining against?
You complaining against him because that's the way he wanted to do it.
I ain't got no problem with how the Most High made the white man. He made him how he wanted to make him. I have a problem when my people won't wear the suit of honor. When we don't want to wear that suit of honor, we dishonor the Most High. It's damn near like we find fault with the Lord making us the suit of honor. We want to be the suit of dishonor when that suit wasn't made for us. We wasn't made for that suit. We was made for the suit of honor. We should wear that suit. And when we're righteous and when we're honorable, then we look right. Then we look the way we're supposed to be. And then you know what? They can't profile us. You cannot profile an honorable. When I'm saying honorable now, I'm talking about according to the Lord. I ain't talking about some nigga that go run for president or senate or something like that. I'm talking about righteous men of the Lord. You can't profile them. And so when a righteous man goes into, I was just listening to Ralph from Killstream on his Twitter page, right? And as I'm listening to the page and he sees me on Twitter, first thing he says, hey, see, we got Captain Tazaryach in the audience. Y'all know he's in our Hall of Fame. I'm black. I'm the nigga. And he says we got Captain Tazaryach in their Hall of Fame. So I'm in a white man's Hall of Fame, and they're the type of white man that talk about black people like a dog all day. Talk about Jewish people like a dog. They're racist. They're the Klan. They would have us in servitude if they could. And I'm the one that they have in their Hall of Fame because I know how to wear that suit. That's how I'm able to do that. Barak atah Yahweh Yahweh shot for that. Just to answer your question, bro.
100%. Hey, you better make this into a clip because that was a good lesson there. I've read those scriptures before, but I never even looked at it that way. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I ain't never have a guest tell me I better make a clip. So now I got to make the clip. Chaataza, that's the first two. Earlier we said, when I said Gentleman Hyman, I'm gonna make a clip. You pointed out we ain't never heard that. That's two things we ain't never heard of. I ain't never heard a caller say you got to make that a clip, and I'm going to make it a clip, brother. I'm definitely gonna make that a clip.
Nah, 100%. Hey, do I got time for one more question?
You do.
For sure.
Hey, so I think his name is Tommy, the one that you kind of do the show with. So I ain't never heard of him until, y'all started kind of like doing content together, right? You know, how did y'all, well, kind of a two-part question, because I followed some of his stuff or whatever after watching y'all. So number one, how did y'all link up? And two, knowing his content and things of that nature. Not saying his content bad or anything like that, but just how did y'all mesh or whatever to where y'all rocking with each other? How y'all doing now?
How we meshed was the same guy Ralph had said that he was setting up a battle, supposed to be like a three-way battle between myself, Tommy, and this white guy. But I don't think Tommy had ever actually agreed to it. So Aisha Allah, the brother running the boards, he's Slocky. He's excellent at working like Twitter. So his the Twitter handle is, what is it? ISUBK Brooklyn,
Brooklyn
right?
Israelites.
Brooklyn Israelite. So that's his Twitter handle. So I Shaya Allah, he goes into different Twitter spaces and dialogues, battles. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so as he's battling on Tommy's platform, Tommy says, I want to, speak with you, talking to Ashaya Allah. So Ashaya Allah and tells me about it, and I told him to push it and tell him, sit down with me, because this is right on the heels of me thinking we were supposed to do the show before. So he hooks up. So Ashaya Allah is the go-between the whole time. So Ashaya Allah ends up getting his phone number. He gives me Tommy's number. The first battle we had with, and that was, and so what's interesting is the first interaction was a battle. It was like, who's more harmful, black people to us or white people to black people. So now that was an actual battle. And so I always call people. So I called them so we can get the format down. And when I called them, we didn't even talk about the battle other than the time. We actually talked more about family stuff. We talked about family. He was telling me work he was getting done on his house. I was telling him about my crib. And so we really had like a brotherly type of conversation, even though we was preparing for this battle. And so then the battle happens. And when the battle happened, um what was interesting, what we disagreed on, but what we agreed on. And the attraction was so good that people asked for a part two. And so we had to come up with a concept of a part two. And when we came up with the part two, because we coming from two different factions, Tommy got his audience, I got my audience, but both audiences were damn near requesting it. Like, if we didn't do it, it damn near like we would have disappointed the people that listened to us. And so we started coming up with different topics, different subjects. And it just happened just like that, because Tommy says almost pretty much everything that we say. Now now he does go more overboard than I would. But what he feels as far as black women and black men, and some things I agree with. I won't go as far. Like, he gonna dog that black woman over the white woman on camera anyway. So it allowed us to mesh. And I think what's good about the connection is that we're different. And you can see the growth between us. Like when we do shows and stuff like that, you can see the chemistry is there. So it just worked out just like that.
Yeah,
So
most
I mean,
definitely.
I love it. It ain't a lot of brothers that I say I love the brother. I love Tommy. I love the connection. He invited me to his house. He didn't have to. It could have just been an online thing. When he found that I wasn't coming to Atlanta, went to his crib, sat in his crib, did a whole show there. So me personally, he's a good brother. So
No,
and
definitely.
what I like the most about it is a lot of people said, Tommy gonna turn on me, I'm gonna turn on him or something like that, and it just ain't happened. So
Yeah, that's
that's
what's
how
up, man.
yeah, that's how that
Well,
happened.
yeah, I ended like this, man. Listen, I hope to see you do more interviews. I saw you posted the 85 South show, and hope you get on some more major podcasts, man. Because I think when you get on there, you spreading the truth, gravitating that audience. So that's what we need.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. That's what's like that's what's needed for brothers and sisters in the world. Like, brothers and sisters in the world think that when it comes to the Bible, they can't be them and believe in the Bible. Now, you can't sin, of course, but I've had more freedom being an Israelite than I ever had living in the world, because I wasn't a slave to vices. I wasn't a slave to um, a system that didn't fit me, which goes right back to Jenna Muhammad's class. That system don't fit us. Like, the system of America doesn't fit us, so we got to find a system that fits us. So I go into them spaces, chop it up with them spaces, and can do things. Like, we done find out. Like, when y'all watch the 85 South, y'all gonna see I got jokes too. I was funny. You know what I mean? I told a few jokes, made them laugh. I mean, it's gonna be it's a really good interview. And then even doing the skit, I could do skits too. I ain't even have to say nothing, and I get to slap a nigga. So I slap him into the truth.
Kev,
You know what I mean?
You start now I'm funny too campaign again.
That's right. I'm funny too. Shout out to Houston because Houston was trying to hate Tazaryach. I think it's Tazaryach. Is it Tazaryach? Am I saying the name right?
Which one?
I'm probably saying the name wrong. Is it Tazaryach?
IDR or which one?
In Houston.
I think it's IDR.
Okay, Tazaryach try to act like he the funniest. Nah, I'm funny. Let them know I'm funny. Nah, stop it.
Nah, that's what's up, man.
But yeah, no, listen, I appreciate that. That question you asked about the white man dealing with him, I appreciate you asking that because a lot of people don't really realize when they say how can you be around them, just study how they are around you. If you can see how white people are around you, you'll understand how to be around them because they hate your guts.
No,
Trust me.
what's the name of that book?
That was called The Black Image in the Minds of Whites.
Black
is the name of that book. It's written by George M. Fredrickson.
I'm typing it down.
Cap got my copy.
No, actually, I got a PDF copy. Oh, your book? I think I do got your book. You right.
You got like 9 of my books, Cap. To collect.
Always want to talk about what I got, man. We got it together. If it's with me, you got it. If it's with you, I got it. You know, we together. We're a team, man.
You're right. But I need that.
Hey, you gonna get back on Clubhouse doing some more rooms?
The best I could tell you is that I'll stream the rooms I do on Clubhouse. It's hard for me to do rooms on Clubhouse because you got to sit there and you got to run the room. That's for some reason that. And what's weird is because I could sit on here and I'm pretty much doing what would be required of me on Clubhouse, but for some reason doing it on Clubhouse I don't want to do, but on here I can.
Well, yeah, you get the pros and you get you gotta have moderators and people
to me, Clubhouse is elevator music for me. Like when I'm working, so like if I'm making butters or if I'm traveling or something like that, it's not something I take serious. Clubhouse is a joke.
It is.
I'm saying that on purpose. Not that the people. I'm not talking about the people because you know they're gonna get all in their feelings when I say Cap say Clubhouse is a joke, but Clubhouse is a joke, but it's good elevator music. But I don't take none of it serious because now here's what is true. People that get popular on Clubhouse think that resonates into real life, and it doesn't. Because nobody knows you outside of Clubhouse.
Exactly.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it is a good avenue to use. So the best I could promise you is that I'll stream it. I'll stream it in the room. So I'll open my room up and then stream it. But nobody really comes in my room. I can't fault them because I don't really run rooms like that.
No, 100%. Man, Shalom, appreciate it. Thanks for answering the question. And man, be safe out there traveling, doing all them interviews, man. You know they paying attention.
All right. We appreciate it, brother. All right.
Shalom.
No sweat.
Shalom.
And with that, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. As always, make sure y'all, Chaataza pointed out an excellent point. We got our Cross the Line radio channel back. So the other channel, I don't know if we need to go live, but maybe we'll throw some clips on there every now and again. Or if you just want to keep it live as a backup, but we got the Cross the Line radio channel back. Make sure y'all subscribe. Pay your tithes. 10% of your earnings go to the men of the Lord. That goes to the people. All right. And until next week, we'll see y'all later. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.